Continuous casting machines are a typical field of application for hydraulics, as the specific advantages of this form of drive technology are particularly effective here. Due to this, the essential actuator drives in continuous casting machines are normally hydraulically operated. Even with the extremely harsh environment found in steelworks, Rexroth systems provide higher efficiency, precision, and speed, no matter which function has to be fulfilled. That is why the metallurgical industry worldwide appreciates the hydraulic drive technology from Rexroth. Rexroth technology for continuous casting machines. The molten steel is generally brought to the continuous casting machine in ladles by crane. A prerequisite for the continuous casting process is a sequenced ladle change. On modern plants, this change is usually done by means of a ladle turret. During the casting process, the ladle is provided with a cover so that the temperature loss is minimized. The cover is moved quickly and precisely via hydraulic cylinders and an adequate equipment. Firstly, the molten steel is poured from the ladle into a movable tundish. Rexroth high-performance hydraulic motors are used to drive the tundish car until the discharge nozzle is centrally positioned over the mold. Then the tundish is lowered via synchronized hydraulic cylinders until the exact position required for the casting process is reached. Since the casting position of the ladle nozzle has to be precisely approached, the driving and braking processes for the ladle turret have to be very accurate. The turret is hydraulically moved by means of an axial piston motor with gearbox. The other drives of the turret are supplied via a rotary joint, which allows the use of rigid pipework. For these turret drives, based on extensive experience, application-based standard solutions, ABS, have been developed by Rexroth. The ladle lifting system must comply with high safety requirements. Therefore, for this function, Rexroth provides check Q meters. These are fitted with the associated control block directly onto the ladle lifting cylinder and make it possible to adjust the cylinder speed independently from the load. The casting stream between the ladle and the tundish is protected by means of a ceramic tube in order to prevent the steel from absorbing oxygen during the casting process. The automatic positioning of this shroud is achieved by using Rexroth hydraulic cylinders. To control the flow of molten steel from the ladle to the tundish, a closed-loop position controlled hydraulic cylinder fitted with an integrated position measuring system is used. The cylinder is controlled by either a proportional valve or a servo valve. The flow of molten steel from the tundish is controlled by means of a stopper rod control. The adjustment of the stopper rod is achieved by using a hydraulic cylinder with integrated position measuring system and built-on proportional or servo valve. The ever-increasing requirements with regard to quality and productivity call for a very accurate oscillation of the mold and at the same time the possibility of adjusting stroke and frequency. These requirements can be optimally achieved with a closed-loop position-controlled hydraulic servo drive. For that purpose, Rexroth offers fully optimized drive technology. A main feature of the Rexroth servo cylinders is the very low frictional value. They can take up very large transverse forces, have a high static stiffness, and feature a high damping. Directly mounted servo control blocks with a servo valve as a functional unit support the excellent dynamic characteristics of the hydraulic drive. These drives are therefore outstandingly suitable for mold oscillation control. To control the mold oscillation cylinders, the Rexroth High Performance Motion Control Mach 8 is used. For the mold oscillation, various curve types are available. Among others, sinusoidal, asymmetric sinusoidal, or sawtooth. The modular multi-axis NC control with its special hydraulic control characteristics offers for each axis a comprehensive freely configurable control concept. Due to the liquid core, the strand exiting from the mold has to be supported by rollers until the strand has fully solidified. Pairs of rolls, which limit the strand thickness, are used to guide the strand. These roll pairs are hydraulically adjusted with the help of cylinders. Via the constant pressure hydraulic system, a force limitation is achieved, by which a safety function against mechanical overloads is easily guaranteed. To withdraw the strand from the mold, continuous casting machines are generally equipped with a multi-roll drive. High-power electric motors drive, via cardan shafts, the upper rolls of each segment separately. The driven upper rolls are individually adjusted by hydraulic cylinders. The limitation of the defined press forces is thereby assured, and overloading of the rolls is prevented. The interior quality of the cast strand can be improved by additionally adjusting the strand guiding rolls during the final solidification. This so-called soft reduction is performed by means of servo-hydraulic linear axes. The most important feature here is the closed-loop control of the cylinder position. To this end, each cylinder is fitted with a position measuring system. Via the closed-loop control, a defined roll distance is set. Highly dynamic proportional valves from Rexroth are used to control these cylinders. The control of these axes is also achieved using the Rexroth Multi-Axis Control Mach 8. This control can be fitted with a maximum of 7 slave cards, whereby a total of 32 axes can be controlled. If necessary, several controls can be used in parallel. Thus, if required, in a continuous casting machine, more than 100 closed-loop controlled axes can be interlinked in a process-oriented way. At the end of the casting process, fully automatic torch cutting machines that synchronously move with the strand cut the strand for further processing into predefined lengths. Rexroth combines decades of extensive experience in heavy industry and the engineering know-how of the technical market leader at the Metallurgical Applications Center. It is here that our drive and control specialists, with their branch-specific knowledge, develop innovative concepts and integrate the latest simulation technology into the engineering activities, providing performance-optimized and hence economic solutions. Rexroth offers worldwide efficient and continuous competent customer support over the entire life of the system, starting with engineering, commissioning, and finally with on-site service. Rexroth, the Drive and Control Company.